As Michael McCall recently stated, Texas has been hit hard this year by continuing drought, threatening high winds, and range fires. These conditions have led to diverse conditions in the ag industry. I would like to thank everybody coming out and supporting this presentation. I'm doing this as a part of my Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics known as STEM Senior Project. First, I had to choose a field or career and ask someone to serve as my mentor. So I asked Mr. Sammy Guerrero with the USDA NRCS, since I had done an internship with the USDA NRCS last summer here in Benavides. Then I had to do a research paper. The third part was to do a community service pertaining to the field that was chosen. So I'm having a presentation. My next part is to be interviewed by a panel of professionals in that field. I would like to discuss range conservation practices that are beneficial to both livestock and wildlife. Even though there are many conservation practices, these are most commonly used. The practice will vary depending on the goal and objectives. Wildlife can be an important part of any ranch operation. Wildlife is a source of income that can be very profitable. Depending on the ranch goals, supplemental feeding may aid in reproduction, body condition, and most importantly, antler growth. Development, most horns, more money, whereas in cattle, you need more pounds on the rail to produce more beef and hopefully put more money in your pocket. Water is essential for the survival of livestock and wildlife. One way to supply water to livestock and wildlife is through use of water wells. In the past, windmills were used to produce water. Then the submersible pumps powered by electricity were introduced. Now in recent years, solar panels have been introduced to supply power to water wells. All these methods can get the job done. It depends on your ranch and your choice. Water storage facilities are used to store large amounts of water. These help in storing water for several days in case of water wells breaking down or malfunctions. Pipelines are used to disturb water to where watering sources are located. Water troughs can be placed throughout the property to make sure that water is adequate water for wildlife and livestock. In locations where water wells don't lend themselves, there is usually good clay soils to be able to hold water, so large earthen tanks can be constructed to make water available. Cross fencing are used to make big pastures into smaller ones and aid in proper grazing management. It assists in facilitating a rotational grazing system. The size of the pastures and the number of herds will depend on the size of the operation and the goals of the ranch. Root pawing or dozing is a practice that is used to open the canopy of the brush to allow native grasses to grow or allow to introduce grasses to be planted. This will increase the production of the land and also create an edge effect for wildlife. Brush control or removal can be done in long strips or any patterns desired by the producer. Another popular practice used to open the brush canopy is roller chopping. Roller chopping basically chops the brush down. This practice probably needs to be done more often because the brush will grow faster using root plowing than rope plowing or dozing. While roller chopping is a cedar can be attached and rain seed can be done at the same time. With a good root plowing and raised seeding can be at the same time. Usually buffalo grass is the preferred grass species planted in our area. Many USDA programs encourage the planting of native grasses. With good rain seeding and little help from Mother Nature, a nice stance of forage can be obtained. Depending on the rainfall, forage and hood size can be and should be adjusted to maintain proper grass heights. Aerial spraying is also used to manage undesirable brush. Chemicals are available to target unwanted species of brush, shrubs. A helicopter or a fixed-wing airplane can be used. With aerial spraying, more acres can be treated and the cost is less using traditional methods like dozing or root plowing. Where some of the brush management practices are very costly, the use of prescribed burning is a cheaper management tool. For water can be used to suppress the brush growth to allow forage to grow. All of the range conservation practices have been proven to be effective. These outcomes of these practices may differ from ranch to ranch, depending on soil types, topographic layers of the land, management objectives, and goals. However, as well as we know, the most important component is rainfall. Do y'all have any questions?
No.
Thank you. And then